Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my faithful subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump being in court and to see what his future holds in that regard. Now, just to also note as well, I don't really, unfortunately, really been following Donald Trump in any of his court cases. So this video is going to be like what I've always done, a blind reading, taking the topic of Stormy Daniels and the hush money trial and just kind of seeing in a general base what's going to happen to Donald Trump in the court. Now, he is in court today. Today is April 15, 2024 at 1:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So happy tax day for all you guys. Yay. But anyway, besides the point, Donald Trump is also in court today for a criminal trial. So we're going to see how that goes and how that looks. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to keep this very short and brief. Let's just speed forward. Now, here are some quick disclaimers on your screen right now. Feel free to pause the video to read them on your own time. And just keep in mind, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Let's just get started. This is going to be a short video and try to make it as quick as possible for you. All right. So spirits and angels tell me about Donald Trump in court. Okay, so the first card that came up in the past is the judgment card, right? Whistleblower information about Stormy Daniels wanted to come out during 2016 about her affair with Donald Trump. Honestly, I think she could do a lot better. But keeping my opinion out of this, I definitely think that she really wanted to just tell the public that Donald Trump isn't the man that he thinks he is. But then again, he's a celebrity, and celebrities are known to do that. So technically, the amount of damage that Donald Trump could have gotten from this probably would have been minimal. But that might have been enough to change the race. But I don't really think so. But anyway, this is the judgment card. The judgment card is telling me the public media. This is the public media. There's something going on about in the past about the public media talking about communication, right? That's what I'm seeing in the past card. In the current present, though, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of wands, right? This is what's currently ongoing in the current present. I see him fighting to try to not really so to speak like tell you like, hey, listen, like I'm innocent. No, he's not really doing that. What I'm seeing here is he's just trying to win control of the narrative and spin it in his favor. So really what it is when it comes down to the judgment card and the 5 of wands here, what it is telling me that he doesn't care what he did because he knows that's what expects of celebrities. People hold Donald Trump to a different standard than they hold other previous candidates because he is a celebrity first, a president second. And so that's what this comes into play. And what this is telling me here, he's just using that as a way to spin it in his favor. What he's trying to do right now is trying to spin the story to benefit him. Say, oh, listen, divorces, everybody gets divorces, it's common, or like, it's okay to cheat as long as you're so loyal, you're still with your partner. Look how happy Melania is, she's with me, she still is. If she was upset, she would have left long time ago. I'm sure he'll say something along those lines. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he's tried to spin this using statistical data about people cheating and divorces and stuff like that occurring around the time in which this hush money was said to be taking place, where Stormy Daniels was paid by fixer Michael Cohen to keep quiet during the 2016 election. Michael Cohen fortunately ended up flipping on Donald Trump and is now a staunch advocate against Donald Trump. But anyway, besides the point, Donald Trump and Donald Trump trial team, now keep in mind this video is just for him purpose only, have seemed to appear in a way where they are basically saying, yes, the hush money trial did happen. And yes, we did have an affair. There's no denying that. It's just we need to control the story. And that's really what the motive comes down to is Donald Trump in court. He's just trying to spin the story. So definitely expect a lot of information to come out about this trial and then him trying to spin that. There's no surprise in that regard. Now, let's get the final outcome card. Now, the final outcome card, Spirits and Angels, in terms of Donald Trump's hush money trial today when he's in the court for a criminal trial, So this card comes up at the Three of Wands. Now, a lot of you guys know what this is like for me in the past. This is election night, waiting the results of seeing the countries flip red and blue and stuff like that. And they flip red and blue, excuse me. What this is telling me here is that, okay, so the guy in red right now is the current trial, criminal trial currently happening, right? It is going to be coinciding soon with another one, which is why you see the hand resting on this one. The two in the back are the one that comes later on, but right after the trial starts, there's expected to be another one. Now, I don't know if that is to be true. I really don't, like I said, I haven't been following, so if anyone can confirm that in the comment section, please do. But it is telling me here that, you know, there's going to be two trials, and he's going to be so busy, he's not going to be able to spin the campaign, spin the narrative in his favor. So the only way he's going to probably do that is he's going to try to do that in the actual court, and he's going to try to spin that. That's going to be really interesting to see how that goes and how that's played. But again, like I said, this card is telling me we're waiting results, we're waiting more information, more evidence to be shown before any sort of jury can make a decision. I think the reason why this card comes up because, like I said, this jury selection starts today, which means that there's no jury yet that could possibly determine whether or not he is guilty. So if anyone were to read on Donald Trump today and say, okay, well, this is what's going to happen, I would say tarnish that or just say it's completely inaccurate. Until they update the video, I would say that Donald Trump right now at this moment is in a toss-up state. Basically, what I mean is that he is not going to jail, he's not going to be convicted, but he's also not innocent. What this means is he's in limbo because we are looking for jurors, and the energy for those jurors are not been decided yet, have not been decided. And therefore, because they have not been decided, we cannot figure out how majority of them are going to vote, whether or not they're going to convict him, acquit him, or whatever else sort of agreement they are going to come to. We don't have that information yet because there's no jury. They're being selected today. So that's what I'm saying here is I cannot give you information on how Donald Trump is going to perform in court for the Stormy Daniel and Hush Money case because there is no jury right now. And because there's no jury, there's no information for me to read on because there's no energy. So as of right now, basically what I told you before is that Donald Trump is going to spin the energy and spin the narrative in his favor. No surprise there. But the third card just tells me here, at the moment, in this point in time, there is going to be no definitive answer on what happened to Donald Trump in the future. I will revisit this video and revisit this topic probably in a week or so after the jury has been selected and he has started actually going through the court process, and I'll pick up on it occasionally, not all the time, but I definitely will. Let's see if we can get any more information out of this because that's probably not what you wanted to hear, and neither have I, but yeah, that's it. So Spirits and Angels tell me, is there any other information that we need to know about the Hush Money trial? How is it going to affect Donald Trump's ability to campaign? I see here, so I asked about his campaign and whether or not it's going to affect his ability to campaign. This card is showing up here, which tells me that he's not going to be held back the way that he has been in the past. Now, this card signifies to me gag order, but what he's going to do, essentially, he's going to start saying things in the court about other court cases. And so what he's going to probably end up doing is he's going to start campaigning, so to speak, in the court cases about other cases, particularly because if I'm correct, now don't hold me accountable to this, but if I'm correct, I think you can actually defy gag orders if it's in the court. So you're staying under oath. So therefore, whether or not can they tell you that you're lying or not? That's something that will be determined by the court. But I definitely do see here that he might be talking about other cases during other criminal trials, other trials as well. He's going to be talking about other cases to try to spin the narrative in his favor. So I definitely see that. We have the Hierophant. Well, no matter what happens in the court case, whether or not it's going to affect his ability to campaign, the answer is no. Whether or not he killed out in campaign, he will always have his followers with him. Always. And I don't see that deviating one bit. So again, it's just going to hurt Donald Trump in terms of his support in the Republican Party and anybody who identifies as a Trump voter. No, it's not. They already made up their mind. They already made up the decision. This is not changing. I don't see it changing. So will it hurt Donald Trump? No. The media is going to spin it and say, well, Donald Trump is hurting right now because he's not campaigning. Remember, Donald Trump was the former president of the United States. He had a lot of media exposure. Everybody knows who he is. If they have not, then they've been living under a rock or they live from a foreign country. But everybody knows who Donald Trump is. His policies are not any different than what anyone was expecting. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is. This is not a surprise. It will not hurt Donald Trump in any way. Now, we do have here a final outcome card here. We have the Ace of Wands. No, he's going to be handed a gift, though. He's going to be handed something in the future that's going to help him in his ability to campaign. So, does this court case hurt him? The answer is no. We do have here at the end of the deck here, we have the Five of Swords. I mean, not Five of Swords, excuse me. Five of Wands. This card is just telling me right away here that there's going to be a lot of arguments. People coming to disagreement about like whether or not how the jury was decided, or everything about the jury process and the judicial process in general is going to be under scrutiny, heavy scrutiny by both the Democrat, Independent, and Republican Party in the United States and the citizens within them. I definitely see there's going to be a lot of issues regarding the judicial process. So definitely keep that in mind, that there may potentially be a movement of some sort to reform the judicial system, whether to benefit those who are in cahoots or better for those who are innocent. So that will remain to be seen. But regardless of whatever happened, the judicial system will be under fire. So I definitely do see that here. Like just like the Electoral College was under fire, the police reform was under fire. I mean, the police academy, excuse me. A lot of things are under fire nowadays, including the healthcare system. This will not be a shocker to any of us that the judicial system will be any different, especially with Pluto in America's birth chart. That is going to be a key note here because that is almost at its height here. We almost entering into the age of Aquarius and Aries with Pluto and Mars in America's birth chart. So that is going to really start taking shape, I think, probably within the next month or so. So definitely start noticing a lot of things that are going to start taking place and start changing. But in terms of Donald Trump's ability in court, we've already learned that there's not enough information or evidence to showcase whether or not the final outcome of the court case. And secondly, the court case was not going to hurt Donald Trump in the polls when it comes to his supporters. It may hurt him in independents and with Democrats, but those people who are most likely against Donald Trump also voted against him in 2020. So did he lose anything? No. But he already kept his support. He's not going to lose that much. I think JFK would be, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. would be an interesting factor, but we're not going to include him at the moment unless he shows up in the card. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day.